If they beat the Eagles, they're still tied atop the division. I think you're feeling pretty good. If they lose, I know, Jason, we're debating whether it's a must-win or critical win. If they lose, it's just hard to believe that they're going to turn it around. It's just hard to. I understand that you say they got the Giants, they got the Jags, who've been terrible, and they're going to Cody Kessler. But it's just hard to believe that when you're trending in that direction for that long, because
but they're getting some weapons
over
back.
A month.
We're getting some weapons back. Now Colt will have first-team reps, so I'll assume he'll play a little bit better. We're getting Jameson Crowder back. We're getting Chris Thompson, who could be one of the most explosive, dynamic players in the game.
Do you expect them to win on Monday night?
I expect them to lose because they always lose on Monday night. It's just historical. I'm not even trying to be funny.
What if they lost 21 of 26?
They lose all the time. So I expect them to lose that. But here's what I honestly I think they're going to finish 9-7. And where does that put them? I don't know. But I think they're going to finish 9-7.
If I had to guess right now, I think they finish 8-8. Maybe. I think they go 2-3 down the stretch.
I think we're going to be a little bit more explosive down the stretch. We'll get some good play from Colt.
The other thing is,
even though Jacksonville sucks, Jacksonville will be difficult on the road.
We're not talking about how their defense has sucked lately.
And so will Tennessee, by the way.
Their defense has sucked.
The Redskins haven't been able to stop the run. You can pass against them. Clinton Dix, I think, has been a disappointment so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new system for him. I understand that. It's going to take some for games.
Okay, they've also played well, though. There's no reason why they can't play. They're largely healthy. They're largely intact.
I understand
So if you played well before, you can play well again.
I just think the defense is not that good. Teams are going to score in the 20s against them, and the Redskins struggle to get to the 20s.
Plus, Peterson has been sputtering at running back, which you would expect from a guy at his age at this point in the season, especially with what he did last year. He's had 17, 68, 51, and 35.
I think you got to give the ball. I think you got to spread the ball a little bit more to the RBs. I don't think you should be giving Peterson as many carries as he's getting. I would give it to Bibbs a little bit more.
Trying that.
Thompson obviously is going to be back. You got to utilize him.
They tried Marshall last game.
Yeah, I like Bibbs.
I like Bibbs too.
I think they're going to win 9 games, and that may not get them there. Let's say they win 9 games, go 9-7, don't get to the playoffs. I'm going to lobby to stick with Jay.
Oh,
if they win 9 games, he's coming back.
Coming back.
Lobbying to stick with
Definitely.
Jay. I don't think he's a great coach, but
he'll be back.
No, he's not great. He's good, not great.
I think you'll regret that. That's I believe when that's
we've had all the coaches.
I understand.
We've had all of them.
But
it doesn't matter.
I remember you arguing for continuity with after year, and then year 4 was disaster.
Well, they went to war. I mean, that was just crazy.
I understand that, but continuity for continuity's sake, overrated.
I love continuity. Continuity's great.
Let's just keep going 8-8.
Let's go to Chris in Landover. Chris, what's up?
Hey, Junks. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm going to say it up front that this is a must-win game for the Skins. It's likely not going to happen, but if they don't win this game, they're buried.
Why? They can still win their last 4.
Because
they can still go 10-6.
They can go 10-6, but you think that with so many losses, psychologically they'll be able to pull themselves together to do that? No, I don't think so.
I think your psychology, your psyche is as good as your last game.
Yeah, but you're talking about the history of them in prime time and on Monday night. The history of the Redskins under Jay Gruden is win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So
we're due to freaking win.
If you lose this one, can you see them ripping off 4 games in a row?
Unlikely, but it's still possible. You just can't say it's.
Of course, it's not.
Eric's just saying that you're mathematically still alive.
Yes,
of course,
very much so.
But the probability,
very much so.
The probability is about that.
What, they can win 4 in a row?
Yes.
I mean, they haven't done that really under him. But
yeah, I mean, remember a couple weeks ago, you were the one that brought up the stat of how many times they've ripped off like 2 wins in a row during Gruden.
I think they've only done it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Right. But still, they're so capable of it.
Sure.
That's what you're hanging on to.
I just have a hard time banking on a team with
you're
a
just
backup.
hanging on that anything's possible.
You can't predict it.
They're relying on a backup quarterback and a cratering defense down the stretch. I don't think it's a good combination.
And an aging running back.
Yeah.
Well, if the backup quarterback can control his turnovers at all, he's better than the guy that was starting.
Look, the bar's been set very low with Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. We'll see.
And they haven't had huge weapons for like 6 games.
It will help to get those guys back.
Chris Thompson's a weapon. Jameson Crowder, oft injured, not that effective, in my opinion. At least not this season.
Yeah, but considering what they've had the last few weeks without him.
Compared to the rest of the scrubs that they run out.
I mean, that's like Roger Craig coming back.
He's a proven commodity.
I'll tell you this. He's going to be walking the streets looking for a new job because they're going to have a cheaper, younger version, Trey Quinn, next year. There's no chance Jamison Crowder's playing here in 2019.
Well, I don't know.
He's going to be bye-bye.
I don't know what his future
is he a free agent next year?
This is his contract
Yes. Contract year?
Yeah.
It doesn't help that he's been hurt the whole time.